Hey viewers, I am Kirby, and for today I will be talking about fake news. More specifically, misinformation, disinformation, and malinformation. So, what are we waiting for? Come on, vámonos! Everybody, let's go! But first, let's talk about the objectives of this video. And the objectives are as follows. Number 1, D. Define misinformation, disinformation, and malinformation. Number 2, B. Break down examples and Philippine context. And number 3, G. Give out strategies to avoid fake news. But what is the trifecta of fake news? Well, it's just as what I said earlier, which is misinformation, disinformation, and malinformation. And in the next slide, I will present a Venn diagram on their similarities and differences. Here, when we say misinformation, these are unintentionally published inaccurate or misleading information. Malinformation, on the other hand, is deliberately published sensitive or private information with alterations. And in the middle is disinformation. It's deliberately fabricated or manipulated information. But what if I tell you that misinformation, malinformation, and disinformation are actually part of something that we call the information disorder? And they are forms of harmful information disrupting information environments. And what they do is that they disrupt this by sharing fabricated, false, or misleading information that confuses people and shapes their public opinion. And this is all according to Defense Information School, or DINFOS. So with all that infos in mind, let's start on diving into the world of information disorder, with the first one being misinformation. When we say misinformation, this is A. Accidental false information and is not intended to cause harm. This includes inaccurate photos, dates, statistics, and translations. Misinformation happens when wrong information, is shared unknowingly without the intent to cause harm, but the wrong information still spreads nonetheless. So, let's take a look at an example. We all love to watch TV series, right? Let's say in Netflix and HBO, or even in TVs itself. Well, what if I tell you that a show produced by Crave named Heating Rivalry has a Philippine adaptation, or no? So, come on, vámonos. Everybody, let's go. Let's have a deep dive into the world of misinformation. So, the first post is here. Oh, right off the bat, we can see that this is a fake news. Because here we can see the word satire on the hashtag, meaning that it's not real. And there's actually some red flags present in this post. The first one being the title itself. Because here in the original we have heated rivalry, but in this one we have in heat rivalry. So, guys, what do you think? Is this post real or FA-KEE? It's fake news pala siya. But guys, keep in mind that satire posts are not meant to be taken seriously. And so, let's fact check this post even more. Because if you look at their actual page, they actually mentioned that they are a satirical page, meaning that not everything they post are completely true. And one way to verify their information is a simple Google search. Because I actually did a little bit of research on Google and I found out that this result. It says that no, there is no official Philippine adaptation of Heated Rivalry. Instead, that the actual Heated Rivalry, the original, began streaming on HBO Max Philippines on December 19, 2025 due to local popularity. And so, ang motoo, buang. Next, we have then disinformation. When we say disinformation, this is F. Fabricated content used to deceive others. This includes conspiracy theories, manipulated content, deep fakes, clickbait, and more. And so, come on, vamonos. Everybody, let's go. Let's have a deep dive into the world of disinformation. So, I have a question for you guys. Are you willing to tattoo a logo on your forehead for 100,000 pesos? Well, that's what 𝙭𝙪𝙧 claimed on their post on April 1st of 2024, aka April Fool's Day. Knowing that this is April Fool's Day, the establishment expected that everyone would just brush this off as a joke. But I don't think it's a joke anymore. Because someone actually did it, had the logo tattooed on their forehead. And if this person would just click at the post, they would see that this is just an April Fool's prank. But then, moments after this fiasco, the business posted a statement on their Facebook page stating that they are not accountable for the events that has occurred, and that this catastrophe should serve as a reminder to us all of how important reading comprehension is. And because of this, the business received a lot of backlash and criticisms from experts, from netizens, and from influencers because of this post and because of this prank as a whole. And because of this, the people were actually sympathizing for the guy who tattooed it on his forehead, and with some influencers even giving donations, aids, or help to Kuya who was in that situation. And here are some of the posts of the influencers who helped Kuya. Here we have this, and we have this, and we have this. And Kuya also received some heartfelt comments from the netizens saying that maybe Kuya really just needs it for something. But when I fact-checked this, because for me there was just something that's not adding up to the post. Because the post was on 3:36 p.m. but the comment was commented on 4:04 p.m. So you mean to tell me that in just a span of less than 30 minutes, Kuya had all the time to go to a tattoo artist, got the logo tattooed, that is fully healed, by the way, and commented it in just a span of 30 minutes. So I got curious. So I took to Google and search how long does it take for a tattoo to heal. And I found out that a tattoo, if taken good care, is healed in just a span of 4 to 7 days. And that is according to Tattoo Lounge Helsinki. But the posts and the comment were on the same day. So how can it be that the tattoo of the guy on his forehead looks fully healed even without a week? Well, during my time of fact-checking that information, I found a messenger chat by Kuya. He said here that this one. This is message by Kuya 3 days before the prank, as we can see here in this date here. It's in March 29. and he said that he tattooed something on his forehead for 10K. So that this message alone is such a red flag. This just means that Kuya knew about the prank even days before it was commenced. So maybe Kuya was involved in all of this. And during, again, my time of investigation, I found an interview from GMA, and I actually found out that the prank was planned a year before, approximately on August 29, 2023, because the owner actually reached out to some people because he was finding someone who was willing to have something tattooed on her forehead for a prank. Meaning that the victim here, Kuya, already knew about the prank beforehand and was fully in on the prank. Meaning that everything that was happening was just scripted and was just a marketing stunt by the business and the owner themselves. And what happened afterwards is that the owner here, he issued an apology saying that he lied and that he was sorry. And the name of the owner was actually 𝙁𝙁𝙎𝙁, that owner of Taragi's Takoyaki. And he admitted that everything was planned and that they did it all for the sake of virality. But for me, bad publicity is not good publicity. It just makes your business look even worse. So for me, the prank was not really a good way to have your business really boom, because it was then faced by a lot of criticisms from the experts themselves and the netizens, because that's not wait for a prank to become a prank gone wrong. So let's all say this: ang motoo buang. And now we are down to the last information disorder, which is malinformation. And malinformation is the deliberate sharing of private information to intentionally cause harm. This would include change of context, change of time and date, or even revenge. In simple terms, malinformation is true information. The poster did not just have permission to post it. So, come on, vámonos. Everybody, let's go. Let's step into the wonders of malinformation. So, let's go. On the night of December 2, 2024, 𝙗𝙗 tweeted a post that said, "So excited to launch something today and tomorrow." Well, something did launch. It's just not what she expected. Welcome to the 𝙗𝙗 and Anthony Jennings cheating issue. So, just two days after that post, Anthony Jennings' ex-girlfriend Jamila Villanueva posted private messages of 𝙗𝙗 and Anthony Jennings on her IG story. On her defense, she said that it was a way to clear her name because the fans of 𝙗𝙗 and Anthony Jennings were constantly bashing her. And so she did the unthinkable. And this is actually not just one or two or three screenshots, but a multitude of them. But I couldn't uncover everything, so I have here one of the screenshots that were the most popular or most memorable when it comes to the people who know about this issue. And you could actually pause if you want to read the conversations. But essentially, you would see here that 𝙗𝙗 and Anthony Jennings did a lot of weird things together, and they're not even together. Like, they're not even a couple, because Anthony Jennings and her ex-girlfriend Jamila Villanueva were still together. But according to Anthony Jennings and Marisa, this was just a way to method act, which is a really weird excuse for cheating. And on December 6th of 2024, both Anthony and Maurice posted their statements on the cheating issue. And their statements alone just means that those convos were real. Jamila did not just have permission to post those private messages. And what happened was this whole issue of them cheating really affected both of their careers, because it went to them with their their endorsements and all of that to be cancelled because of the issue. And until now, a lot of people are still talking about the issue, saying that it was wrong and that cheaters should not be given another chance. And it should serve as a reminder for us to always be faithful to our partners, because this is not just any issue, but a cheating issue. No. And so we've come to the end, and I hope you guys will remember the words of 𝙬𝙤𝙩𝙬𝙁 on 2009. The further society drifts from the truth, the more it will hate those who speak it. And remember, makapangyarihan ang ating mga salita, gamitin natin ito ng tama. Bago mag-post, siguraduhin ito ay tama at totoo. And this has been fake news, specifically Miss This Mal, misinformation, disinformation, and malinformation. So, come on, vamonos. Everybody, let's go. Bye, everyone.